Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So, given this information here, there are 365 days in 1 year. Now, we're going to forget leap years, so just a normal standard year. And in 1 day there are 24 hours, and in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, and in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. Okay, so I've basically jumbled up all these. So anyway, how many seconds are there in 3 years? Okay, so work out the number of seconds in 3 years. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so start with this here. Well, here you've got 365 days in 1 year. Now you're given 3 years here. So well, remember years on the right hand side and days on the left hand side. So we've been given 3 years. So this is on the right, and we want to know how many days. So here you would well, here the multiplier would be 3. That means the multiplier will be 3 over here as well. Okay, so hang on, calculator. 365. Hang on, clear this. 365. 3. Hang on. 365. 365 times 3. So the number of days in 3 years would be 1,000. Hang on. One would be 1,000. 0. 9 5 days. Okay, so now we've got days here. So 1 day there are 24 hours. So let's summarize this. In 1 day, there are 24 hours. So now we've got this many days here. So remember that this here is days, this here hours. Okay, this is days here. So we've been given this many days, 1095, and then hours. Well, we want to know the hours. So ultimately, we want to start here and then times something to get into the x. Well, if you start here and then times this here, well, yeah. So basically, the multiplier is 195. Okay, so that means the multiplier over here is 1095 as well. So to work out the number of hours, starts here and then times this thing here. Okay, that will jump into the x. So hang on. So basically, I've got that number there already. So I need to times 24 equals 26,000. Hang on. Let me clear this. It equals 26,280. Okay, so we've got hours now. So there are this many hours in 3 years. So now that we've got hours here, we want to jump to minutes. So let's start summarizing this. So 60 minutes in 1 hour, and now we've been given 26,280 hours. How many minutes would that be? Well, so x is here. Ultimately, we want to start here and then jump into the x. We need a multiplier. Well, this multiplier is the same as from here, jump to here. So the multiplier would be the destination divided by this. So it would be 2 6 this here divided by divided by 1. But this here, the multiplier basically, well, this here divided by 1 is just the same thing. So the multiplier is really this bit here. Okay, so now if we want to know x, we would get 60 times the multiplier here. Okay, which happens to be the same as, well, anyway, we need to get 60 times this number here. So hang on, calculator. Because I've already got that number there, I just need to times by 60 here. Times by 60 equals this. Equals, it's getting a bit long now, hang on. Equals 157,680. Okay, remember that this here hours. Okay, and this here minutes. Minutes. So far we've got this many minutes here. We want to know the seconds. So now we've got to use this. well, 1 minute, 1 minute, hang on, let me think. Yeah, so let me do it down here. So 1 minute here equals 60 seconds. So now we've been given this many minutes here, and we want to know. So hang on. So we've been given this minutes here. 1576800 minutes. How many seconds would that be? Well, ultimately, you want to start with the 60 and then jump into the x here. Well, you need a multiplier here. Well, this multiplier will be the same as from here jump to here will be the same as this multiplier. Now it's always the destination divided by the original here, the multiplier. So the destination 1576800 divided by the original, which is 1. So the multiplier is really this number divided by 1. So it'd be the same thing. So hang on, 800. So this is our multiplier. So start 60 times the multiplier, and then that would jump into the x. So to find out, well, it's going to be this number times 60. So calculator, because the number's already there, I'm just going to times 60 times 60 equals this. So the answer is 9460800. Yeah. So this here represents seconds. So how many seconds are there in 3 years? Well, there are this many amount of seconds in 3 years. Okay, but a better way of doing it is that, well, when you're given this here, hang on, let me clear this whole thing here. So a better way of doing this is, well, you've been given, well, you start at the you start at the year here, and then you would jump to the days. So basically, you start at the year, okay, year here, or years, okay. You start at the years, and then you would jump to the number of days, okay, days, and then from days here you would so from days here you would jump to the hours here. So you would jump to hours, okay, hours, and then from the hours here you would then jump to the minutes, okay. So you would then jump to the minutes. Hang on, you would then jump to the minutes, and then from the minutes here you would then jump to the seconds. Okay, you would then jump to the seconds. Hang on, seconds. So I've given you three years. So ultimately you want to jump. Well, to jump. If they're 3 years, then you're going to get the number of days, and then, well, if they're 3 years, you're going to times 365 days. Okay, so if you have 3 years, if you times by 365, that will take you to the number of days. Okay, so now if you have the number of days, and you want to know how many hours there are, you would need to times 24. Okay, and then that will give you the number of hours. Now from the hours, you would need to times 60 to get to the minutes. And then once you have the minutes, you would need to times 60 to get to the seconds. Okay, so you notice that here you would times by this number, and then you would times by this number, and then you would times by this number, and then you would times by this number. Well, if you merge all these together, okay, if you merge all these together, then then later you just get 3 times by all these together, and that would take you straight to the seconds. So for example, I'm going to merge all these together. So hang on, calculator, clear this. Oh, remember that this is our answer here. 9460800. Okay, so I'm showing you another method, a quick way of doing it. So now I'm just going to merge all these multipliers together here. Okay, so hang on, 365 times the times this bit here, the 24 times 24, okay, equals this, and then we've got to times it by the 60 here, times 60 equals, and then we've got to times another 60 here, times 60 here, equals. Remember, this here just represents our multiplier. So the multiplier that takes me from years straight to the seconds would be this here, would be 3, 1, 5, 3, 6, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so the multiplier, so this here is a multiplier to take from years to seconds. Well, we've been given 3 years. Okay, we've been given 3 years. 3 years. So get the 3 here times the multiplier here, and then that will take you to the seconds. So get that. So this here, well, I'm just going to times 3. Hang on. Times 3 equals. You see, it equals the same as our answer here. You see, so this is a better way of doing it. Our other way is easy to understand, but it's slow. This way here is quicker. Okay.